Hey everyone, this is Nargile13 coming at you with a product review. Today we are reviewing the new Kaloud Lotus. So, I'm just going to kind of give you a little review here, an overview of what it's all about. So, some of you, I know a lot of people thought that maybe it was just going to be some type of like wind cover type thing. This actually is it's a heat management type system. You don't even use tinfoil. It completely replaces the tinfoil, and it does somewhat kind of act as a wind cover too. But I mean, not realistically nice. Like all it's meant for is a heat management system. And with this one, I'm going to explain. When I pack a bowl with tinfoil, I will normally pack the shisha a little bit kind of like under the rim because I don't want too much of the shisha touching the tinfoil. That way, you don't burn the fuck out of your shisha. With this thing, it never gets harsh, and you can get some pretty damn good clouds. I mean, you can see right now, it's already got some pretty decent clouds. It's calmed down a little bit, but
It's been going for a while though.
yeah. But with the Lotus, honestly, the first time I finally got it going right, I have never gotten such big clouds in my entire life smoking out of a hookah. I've gotten them pretty big, but it makes it to the limit pretty much in my opinion. Um, I've only tried them with coconut coals. I've been told that quick lights work too. It's really just what you want to do is you want to get the whole Lotus like completely just heated up. You want to get as much heat as you can. From what I've noticed, you want to get as much heat as you can into that little fucking compartment here. As you can see, I'm not gonna. It's got a little rubber thing for the handle, but it actually doesn't really work very well, so it's really fucking hot. So you got this little thing inside here. You got the fucking coals. But you put that on there, and then you want to make sure you keep the things closed, whatever. No, you want to keep the holes on top closed. Otherwise you're just letting all the heat out. And no, it's not going to cut off any of the air because there's plenty of air, if you guys can tell.
There's a slight
there's little slits. There's 3 big slits on the bottom that give it air. There's slits on the bottom that enter into the shisha, so it gives it heat, and there's still plenty of room in between the little things here. Even when it's closed, there's still plenty of room. So you want to keep those closed, and it keeps the heat in. But yeah, this thing is, it's
stellar.
In my opinion, the best thing I've ever bought for hookah. I personally was one of the people that pre-ordered it, so I got it for $25, which is really fucking cheap for what they are selling it now. I'm sure it's on sale at a few places right now, but its original price, I believe, is $60. So it's a pretty expensive thing, but honestly, it's worth it to save up for it and get it, because it's in the long run, it's gonna give you great sessions. It never, ever, ever has gotten harsh on me. You do not have to worry about coal placement. You don't have to worry about constantly ashing it and moving it around to keep the bowl going. It covers up the entire bowl, and you just got to get all those coals in to get all that heat built up into that whole little device that heats up the things, or heats up the shisha, not the things. But yeah, it's honestly it's the best thing I've ever bought so far. It's been, from what I've heard, it's been known. I personally have not. I don't really do long sessions because I prefer to, after smoking for so long, to just switch to a different flavor. I can only do a certain flavor for so long until I get bored of it. But I've heard many situations where people have gotten this going for hours and the flavor is still full, and I can't personally speak for that, but that's just what I've heard. But from what I've dealt with so far, this thing is just, it's extraordinary. I I would definitely give this product review a 10 out of 10, honestly. I mean, at least for its performance. If I were to say the product itself, I'd maybe give it an 8 or a 9. I think they need to work on getting something better for the handle, because that thing does not cut it. You have to very gently grab it if you want to like get it off there without using tongs or some shit. And this is not the prototype, this is the actual one, you know. But I mean, I think they need to work on the handle, because that thing, it's rubber, but it gets fucking hot. Um, yeah, I mean,
I concur.
do you have anything to say about it
I
other
concur.
than concurring?
I don't know. You basically said it all.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the most I've ever said in one review without
It's
confusing
going
the hell out of
green.
myself.
Not using aluminum
Yeah.
foil.
Oh, and I will say something else too. I'll say an example. Some people, like for instance, Canadian Shisha.
Ooh, shout out.
Little shout outs to this guy here. He thought before he even got it, he was kind of thinking that maybe it was going to help save on shisha, but use a lot of fucking coals. In my opinion, you're really going to be using about the same amount of coals. I mean, if anything, maybe an extra coal. Like, really. I mean, because all I can fit in there is 3 coconut coals, and they last just as long as on any other bowl with tin foil for me. So realistically, you're using about the same amount of coals, but you are probably going to be saving on shisha if you want to go for a really long session. It will last a little bit longer. Um, any questions on about the fact that what bowls it works on? I have got it to work on the Tangier's small funnel bowl, Tangier's Pico, Tangier's number 7. They all work. Some people were thinking that maybe the Pico and the number 7 bowl were going to be too small for it. It does kind of, you know, it's bigger than those bowls, but it works just fine. You know, you put it on there, it looks oversized. I mean, obviously, as guys can tell right now, I am smoking out of my number 7 bowl, and it is a little, I can't figure out where I'm going here. As you can tell, it's a little like oversized for it, but you know, it works great, and that's what I've mainly been using it for is the number 7 bowl. So, but I've also heard that apparently it works best on the Vortex bowl. I have not tried that. I don't even have mine anymore.
You have
Uh,
my green one.
do I? Okay, maybe I do, but
Somewhere.
I don't prefer the Vortex bowl. I prefer funnel bowls, just because of the like the material it's made out of. It's made a little bit differently than Tangier's funnel bowls are made, and I prefer the Tangier's funnel bowls. Obviously, I can't speak for that because I have not tried it out of a Vortex bowl, but in general, it's a really great product, and I highly recommend it to anyone. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Any person.
Highly recommended for beginners, even though most beginners aren't even going to bother to even spend that much money on such a expensive product. But it is, you know, highly recommended for beginners and anybody that doesn't want to deal with heat management. You know, if the clouds start getting smaller, you open the fucking thing up, you move the coals around a little bit just to kind of get them heated up so they're going again, blow on them a little bit, or just light up another coal or 2 or 3 if you can fit 3 in there, or just replace the coals or something, whatever you want to do. I personally have just been lighting 3 coals up to start, getting them in there, and then once they ash down, make sure slowly as they go to flatten them all out so they're getting as much heat as possible onto the surface. And then I'll light 2 more coals up. I'll take the 3 coals out, put the 2 coals in, and then fit the holes back in with the 3 small coals. So that's what's worked for me. And you know, instead of just lighting up brand new coals and wasting coals, that's what's worked great for me. This guy's fucking weird. But yeah, anything to say?
Well, to touch base one more time, you don't really need to move the coals from what I've been told. I mean, this is my first session actually using it because I just came home recently. But from what he said, you don't need to move the coals too often besides the whole rotating so the longest side is touching the bottom so they get the most heat. But
And to keep them like kind of like stoking a fire almost
Yeah.
to keep it heated.
And ashing it, that's really the only maintaining part that you need instead of, with the typical aluminum foil, you gotta rotate the coals, you gotta ash them every
Make sure
time.
you're not putting it in a spot there where it's gonna burn it,
Yeah.
and making sure you're not putting it too close to the middle or something. You just throw those bitches on there.
This is like the lazy man's
Yeah,
hookah sesh
pretty much, and
accessory.
it makes me very happy because I'm very lazy. Um, but yeah, it's the best word for this product is simplicity. It just simplifies everything and makes it so easy. And I cannot stress enough about the fact that I have not had one session where it has gotten even the teeniest bit harsh. It is just constantly a good smoke. It never gets harsh. So, I mean, I don't know.
It's highly recommended.
Yep. I'm just gonna not drag this on. I'm pretty sure I got just about every damn thing I can think of to say about this product. Like I said, 10 out of 10 for performance, 8 out of 10 for how they made it. Maybe a 9 out of 10 actually. I mean, it's good, you know.
Go 8.5.
Really the only problem I have is with the rubber handle. They need to work on that and make it thicker or something. I don't know.
That's what she said.
That is what she said. So yeah, other than that,
Hit the click down there.
hit that click. Sorry, new YouTube, it's confusing me. Hit that click wherever the subscribe button is. I think it's over here-ish. I'm not sure.
Bottom right corner.
Well, for you guys, bottom left corner.
They'll
Or
be
is it?
watching it the same way we are. Bottom right corner.
But that's the bottom right.
No, that's our. No.
It's over here, which is your bottom left. I think. I don't know. Just click the subscribe button, please. Help me out here.
Enough debating.
Help some brothers out. Like it, comment. I'll try to answer every comment. I don't, I try my best, but
If he doesn't, I will.
maybe, yeah.
Possibly.
But
We'll see.
yeah, other than that, you guys have a great Christmas break.
Enjoy life.
And yeah, have a great life. Hit that click. Boom.